and inner strength, transforming your life and carrying you to a new reality of pleasant. I gotta blow my nose again, I apologize. Thank my babies, or thank God. It could be an expiation of sins. And you got a lot of confirmations. Keep writing that book. Excuse me. As I was explaining, I'm gonna start with the single column at a time. Okay? The Garden of Eden. That's what I keep wanting to say, but it doesn't say Eden. It says the Garden of Paradise. Okay? So you didn't fall into Satan's trap about something. You didn't turn back on your heels about something. You didn't disbelieve in the process about something. Typically, that's God testing you, even if it looks weird or uncomfortable or super intense through people, places, and things. It's like, what is this? Is it ever going to lead up? It makes you go back to him and say, you know, will the help of God ever come? Okay, your next card is yes. Yes, it is. And God said be, and it is. And the next card in that, the final card in that column is the Whale and the Orca Elders. You're sharing your song, frequency of sound, and diving deep. So in hindsight, it's the shaitan putting people, places, and things on your path, but God used the devil to get you sharper, you know, to test your belief, to arrogantly flex his, what I feel like is he flexed his muscles. He used the devil to flex his muscles to let him know everybody's not going to turn down that ugly, crooked path. So, you know, some people do stay on that straight and narrow path. I'll show you. And that's what I feel like he did with you. Okay? That doesn't speak volumes with the other half of your soul of some sort. I don't know. The other half of your soul got to work that much harder to get out that hellfire, because he too was a believer as well. You know, if you're a master number of some sort, your twin flame or whatnot is a master number as well. Even if it's not the same master number, you're both master numbers. And now he got to work that much harder. I say he and she to keep it clear, okay? So I don't cause confusion. You just put it, the energy, the masculine or feminine energy, where it resonates. I wasn't thinking about twin flames, but when I saw the two cards, the luck is on your side and you're very close to achieving your goals, you know, they're very opposite. They look just like twin flames, right? And then the energy kept shaping up to twin flames. Now you got somebody who's stuck in agony. 5 of Cups in the tarot deck, okay? Because the Temperance card came out upside down, even though it was mixed in a deck that I haven't used in a while. And I'm shuffling this deck, and I noticed the card is in there. I keep shuffling about 3 or 4 times, and I'm like, let me look and see what card it is. And it's the Temperance. That's a twin flame. That's one of my twin flame cards. Whatever, though. Yes. You know, if you knew how to allow the song that echoes in your 4 chambers of your heart to emanate in all 4 directions. All 4 directions. Correction. You see how the devil, he mad. So is your other half. He's very mad. He's very angry that he didn't see this shit. That honestly, he was arrogant. He saw it and he turned his nose up at it. He thought he knew best. Let's just keep it real. You know, peel back the layers of sufferance and pain and stop being a victim. Okay, and it's ironic that, and it's no coincidence anyway, but that victim card is on their side. Now it's like y'all energies have switched. You're taking the feminine is taking that masculine role and taking accountability, creative accountability. So she's getting ready to make so many revenues of income, and income could be metaphoric for blessings of any kind. It's not all meant to be in financial. It's like your creative abilities, your talent, you teaching others how to be more talented, or how sharing your talents with other people. That's what I get with the Whale and Orca Elders, right? And endeavors, you know, it's like peel back the layers of suffering and pain and reveal to others your soul's true song. So, and endeavor to see the soul of all those you meet. The way you kept it real and vulnerable and authentic, that's why people are connecting to you, or connecting to your version of right from wrong. I don't know why I said it like that, but that's just very like basic. I don't know. But people are gravitating to you, where you was once You know how to, and it goes back to how the prophets were treated, how God's prophets were treated. People stoned them, they threw trash at them, they spit at them, they would throw rocks at their feet until it bled, and their legs and stuff. Like, ridiculous the way they were treated, because they were doing something different from everybody else, and you was treated like that. You was treated nasty like that, or had fake people in your group that was slipped in there, you know, to make you turn away to see if you were serious or not. Even when they saw you were serious, the next part of their mission is, if it's proven that this person's serious, do what you got to do to turn them off the straight, narrow path. Like, they were slipped in there to do that, and it still didn't happen. And they realize now they've been misused and discarded by the shaitan, by the devil. His name is Iblis, by the way. And you kept right on going. Okay? You kept right on going. And they just feel like a piece of meat. Like, they feel misused and abused. Okay? Now, they were, like I said, they bust their ass on the, let's go on the other side now. They bust their ass to get very close to you, and they felt like they were very close to achieving that goal. But the next part for them is lost, lack. That's that Four of Pentacles energy. Even Four of Cups can be boredom, apathetic. You know, they don't see. You know, this is I told you this card looks like a man dressed in a woman's body. Now this man is operating in that distorted feminine energy. That's why it looks like that to me. It never looked like that to me before, because the owl was in this card too. And he turned his back. He wasn't playing smart. He was acting like he didn't know better. He was playing real stupid. And he's in that feminine energy. He was like, I'm just going to let you do all the work, all the spiritual guidance, and then I'm just going to sit here and just receive all of your abundance. No, absolutely not. Okay? Because in that card, that's a woman standing there in anxious judgment of her life, how she focuses on past losses and assumes, you know, there's nothing else to come. Like, her life is over. With her fan of like with the owl feathers, you know, she's trying to shield herself from potential hurts. Like, she feels exposed. This person feels extremely vulnerable, but I think it's a man. It could be a woman, but I think it's a man in his feminine energy now, because now it's not because he's in his feelings. It's just because he got to eat that. Like, he wasn't taking action. When you don't take action, you're in that creative energy, or in that energy of receiving, receptive energy is how I mean it. It's like you just standing by, and this person done took action, but you was trying to manipulate this person to sit still with you. You know, no matter what kind of losses you've experienced in your past, it's absolutely necessary to shift your focus now and redefine your power. This person does not take losses very easily. Like, they're ego based, and there's this very deflated ego. So their ego is hurt now because you are where you're at. You took control. You know, you're no longer the victim of a threatening world, frightened and unable to direct your own destiny. This person is lost in the sauce because of that one simple decision that turned their whole life upside down. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, in fact, since your conscious creates your reality, this assumption only keeps your energy stuck. This person was in their head. You know what I mean? And the owl, you know, being there is trying to tell you to use your wisdom. Go within. Go. You operating from the wrong space. Go into your soul, dummy. Then you got the mirror. Who or what is triggering you? Okay? It's like when you don't realize that you're attracted to somebody because you don't realize soon enough. This person didn't realize soon enough, or they didn't want you to realize soon enough that you're attracted to them, because at a soul level, y'all are alike. You're like them, you know? But when you in that negative space, in the bad, when you're operating in that reversal energy, you try to cut them down to rise to their level, so to speak, or to get them to rise to your level. You know what I mean? Hurt people hurt people. This person didn't want to do their shadow work, and now they stuck. Now they want to cry because they're jealous. It's like the part of you that has the ability to see into your very being, and the instant your mood is changed forever. The fact that you have that ability to see into your very being. And in that instant, your mood, it's your mood that changed. So something about this person triggered the hell out of you. You know? You know why? Because that person could see beyond your physical, your woundings, your identity, your personality, your story. And that's why they don't realize, and that's why they realize, that's how they knew why they were even attracted to you. You don't know that yet because you're still in your ego. But this person knew, because at a soul level, you're very much the same. And that adds to this final card, the Star Ancestors. Hidden secrets, lost wisdom. Look a little deeper. Get off the surface level. Right? You're being called to think and listen with your ancient heart and soul, not with your brain. This person is very smart, but they play stupid very well. You're here to remember and uncover ancient secrets and transmissions. Okay? So you don't want to admit you lost because you didn't play this right. Now, that could be why that Temperance is in reverse, because you're unaligned. That overall energy is Temperance in reverse. Okay? Because this person is the Thorn. Protection, boundaries, clear communication. What the hell does that mean? It's like the rose is the queen of all the flowers. That's why so many of my cards that I like to use, first of all, my favorite rose, my favorite flower is the pink tea rose. It was a bushel of them in front of my grandparents' house. And I understand why now, spiritually. Okay? It's very soft, and often it's like a fragrance that comes off of it. It smells like tea. That takes our breath away. You know, it's a bridge between heaven and earth. You know, she has that capacity to act as a portal to our true selves and call our soul more fully into our body. She leaves us in awe, allowing us to experience heaven on earth for a very precious moment. And they're only short moments, because 12:12 on the clock when I said that. But the rose is not all gentle and soft, of course. In fact, most roses are armored with those spiky thorns, and they prickle various shapes and sizes. So that sharp protector acts like knights defending their queen, clearly setting the necessary boundaries and conditions for her to do what she was born to do. So clearly, you know, we're like roses. So we don't often get taught how important clear communication and loving boundaries are to our relationships, no matter what the dynamic of the relationship is. So this is meant to be a twin flame reading. We know we're not clear on our needs. When we don't communicate them, we don't take responsibility for them. And it's impossible for others to give us what we need. So if you're being stubborn and you lack communication, or you're trying to hide your feelings, you know, because you're in the ego, that's why you don't have what you want. And it's easy to avoid accountability because you didn't say nothing. So communicating our needs and establishing our boundaries allows not just us to feel safe, but those we're in a relationship with to feel safe too. Okay? So to have the thorn card is to be clear with others. And that's the lesson you taught the ego babe, the egomaniac. You taught them to be clear with others. You know, in order to do that, you got to be clear with yourself, and then communicate it to your loved ones before you take it out to the community and to the world. But it's about having loving boundaries. So how are you being called to establish stronger boundaries? Okay, because you walking around with all these hits and misses, a hit or miss. It's a hit and a miss because it's not aligned with your north node, your higher calling. You didn't know you had a higher calling, or you didn't want to admit to yourself that you had a higher calling because it's too hard now. You're too far behind now to do the work, to want to do the work. You feel like that victim, that loss, that lackluster mentality. So that's like a 4 of Pentacles to a 10 of Pentacles to an Ace of Pentacles. I'm sorry, because that's the Garden of Eden. I keep calling it Eden because somebody's like real close to the Jannah, and somebody's real close to the Jahannam, like the fire, all behind your free will. So from what I'm understanding, one of you was already that low frequency, that low vibration, but is well dressed and well groomed and well handsome. So it's hidden by materialistic things, so to speak. But the spirit is weak because they fall for anything. Oh, you think you've won because you have people at, you know, eating out of the palm of your hands, because people keep giving you glad tidings and they keep wanting to belong in your good graces, like you're a god, you're playing like a demigod, some stupid shit like that, or just playing a god in people's life because of materialistic bullshit. It was all compensation, or overly compensating for empty spirit. And those people that were there, that was coming to you wanting to give you glad tidings, were slipped in there to keep you in that dark, narrow path, keep you off the straight, narrow path, and keep you crooked. Not for nothing. And so the big challenge was, I got one half of your soul, so it's like 1 foot in, 1 foot out. And that's the Temperance card as we speak. It's always 1 foot in and 1 foot out, right? Balance. There's an imbalance now because the other one is too close that way. So the real challenge is, I'm not going to send a bunch of people his or her way, or really her way, to turn her off the straight and narrow path. If God sent you your twin, I'm gonna use your twin. Allow me respite to use her twin to take her off the path. Okay, you can do that. And if she follows her twin into the fire, they both will be in there forever. Simple as that. It didn't happen that way because you got the Garden of Eden, and this person has lackluster fear of victimization. Now shut up. I'm called to tell somebody to shut up. Now, let's get to it. Healing. You took your love away. Queen of Cups. You took your healing energy away with your free will. Nobody forced you to do it. You made an executive decision as you received a lot of therapy. I said therapy. Maybe somebody's in therapy. Okay? Because that's what them thorns on that rose is about. Those knights, those angels, they sent in there to protect you from yourself and from others. So as I was shuffling, you got the Ten of Swords on the bottom. All right, but we're going to talk about now why that Temperance is in the reverse. What's the challenge? 5 of Pentacles. What's in the Strength card? King of Cups. That emotional intelligence. Masculine energy. Again, I told you that feminine went in that masculine energy and took accountability. I think they wanted you to be a fallen angel. Of course they wanted you to be a fallen angel. What am I talking about? Okay. What you need to leave behind. What you are leaving behind. Because that's a completion. Whenever there's a 10, there's an ace. Painful endings. Okay? Stop taking everybody's cup. You don't know which ones look like. Apple juice and pine saw look exactly the same. It's not a threat, it's a warning. I saw that somewhere. Knight of Wands is in the potential upright. Potential future. How you feel about yourself? Didn't I say it was a big yes? You're starting to feel it now. What's the environmental attitude? Playful energy. Didn't I say that too? What's your worst fear? Waiting, like Waity Katie chat, we're just waiting. That's fertility too. Planting seeds, waiting for them to come into fruition. And this is the final outcome. Freedom, which is the Chariot. That's the Chariot in this deck. It's like Noah's Ark. You done freed the people and all the animals too. Okay? That's you. You don't want to just be sitting there just waiting. Bottom is the King of Wands. All right. Let's get into it. So you got the 5 of Pentacles in the challenging position. Okay? what you should leave, what's in the past, what you should leave in the past, is all these fake friends that's offering them, everybody who's giving you those glad tidings. Everybody got something different in their cup, and all of it is narcissistic brew, poison, emotional manipulation, persuasion, the art of persuasion, the art of seduction, all of it. I'm treating it like it's a 7 of cups, but that's the energy that's on it because it matched something I said already. Okay, and you got the 10 of swords at the bottom. What you should be focused on is that the worst of it is over, but this person is still in the wrong mentality. When you got lost in lack, 5 of pentacles, they lost half. When they lost you, they realized they lost way more than what money can buy with the 5 of pentacles right there. Okay, and then you got the potential future is this could be turned around with the Knight of Wands, the Warrior of Wands. You see that? But he got to get out that mentality, that negative mindset. Yeah. Your strength is your emotional intelligence. King of Cups. He lost you. This is his strength. This is telling a story from the divine masculine that's left behind. Because you're unaligned. You know, you have your own unique experiences to go through, but look at this woman. Okay, as the King of Cups. This could be a Scorpio. Okay, but you lost her. She's gone. Well, you feel like you lost her. Now you want to know how you're going to get her back. Okay? How you lose her to a 3 of Cups. That's how you lost her. Okay, now you got nothing. Nothing. Like, nobody's a half a man. Nobody wants to be that. Nobody feels wealthy at 5 of Pentacles because you're not. That's poverty stricken. At least the person feel that way. Okay? This is the fastest moving knight in the deck. He wants to come in and fight the potential future. But to do that, he has to say yes. He has to surrender some things. He has to say yes. You know, I've been slacking. I haven't been looking at this correctly. I have been judging this with harsh lenses. Okay, this is one betrayal after the next with the 10 of swords. Don't beat yourself up because you didn't play this right. That's the whole the optimism of it all is don't beat yourself up. There's nothing you can do. What's done is done. Okay. This person's on the up and up, man. He got to eat that. He got to eat it because it's bitter. And it's only bitter because he's a victim. Now, you know, he's being victimized by his own actions with the 10 of swords. That's nasty talk. That's communications. Like, you didn't say nothing respectful to this person too many times. You approach this person in the wrong manner. Okay, and this is a guy giving you chance after chance after chance, and you know, correct that. You didn't want to correct it. Okay, it's an illusion. 7 of Cups. Too many options, too many choices, and on the other half of the deck is the Queen of Swords. Okay, you treated her like she wasn't grounded. She was just way too a daydreamer or something. Like she wasn't focused. Like she wasn't working. She wasn't planted. 7 of Pentacles is in the fear, hopes, and fears position. I made her wait too long. I was too stubborn. You know, this person planted the seeds. We planted the seeds, waiting for them to come into fruition. This person did their part. Okay, and I just left her on red. It's too much. Like, have I lost my chances forever? This person wants to know. Have they lost their chances forever? Because they see now the thorns is up on that rose. It's not all sweetness. They misjudged you. I saw the Queen of Cups, but that's you. Divine Feminine is the Queen of Cups, but now you're operating in that masculine energy. That's why you're showing up as the King of Cups. Okay? This person, freedom. This person could join you. Okay, because they really don't have a choice. If that's really your twin flame, like, you moving forward is going to pull that person's energy away from all the foolish distractions, and they're going to start to do the work to go your way. You're very close to achieving your goal. Tell me more about that. The Emperor, the Monarch. You are close to achieving your goal. Okay, you're going to take that leadership position. An emperor is not one who just takes a loss laying down. You're going to get your emotions in check. What's on the bottom? Seven of Swords. Move in silence. I don't think he's going to communicate this very much. He's going to leave a lot of details out with everybody who was helping him with the Three of Cups, third parties and stuff, or just people just all up in their business. Okay, all up in y'all business. The Three of Cups and the Seven of Swords still equal a Ten of Swords. Okay, and this surrounding this monarch, this emperor. Okay, because he's learning now. Okay, he got his ass whooped by his own arrogance. Okay, kicked them wide and kicked them down to the floor. Like he got egg on his face. He got dirt on his face. His face is all scratched up. Playing games. All that led to him nothing but a Five of Pentacles. Like, what did you take? What was the goal? Like, what did you want from her? The universe. The universe is the World card. Okay, so that's an ending. You sabotaged it for global success. You rather have global success than participate in your journey to your higher self. You thought it was silly with the Seven of Cups. So you got with lying, stealing, cheating people with the Seven of Swords and the Three of Cups. But you was attracting that because your energy was off. You weren't trying to you weren't trying to properly, you didn't fundamentally educate yourself on what you was doing because you was showing up with a know-it-all attitude. So you stopped educating yourself a long time ago. That's why you didn't see this coming. It's like now you like, I don't get how I let that fly over my head. When you don't study, how you supposed to know? Right? Everything is not tangible. And this is a very spiritual connection, and you're very much in love with this person, and you're more in love with this person now because this person stood up for themselves with the King of Cups. How does this person feel about themselves? Yes. All right, I'm going to do it. Okay, it's a big yes. With the Knight of Wands and the Eight of Wands, that's fast. Like, I'm about to come in there and kick some damn doors in. Like, okay, I get it. I get it. Okay, this is even fertility. You are probably supposed to have some kind of spiritual children in the mix because that's a card of fertility. The Sun could be, these are two yes cards. How the environmental attitude, like he learned something from your actions. The Chariot is in the forward moving forward with this friendship. All of what it's supposed to be because you taught him a very valuable lesson. With this World card here, this could be over. Okay, so this phase of the journey is over for you. You done started the next phase of your life. You done moved on with your life, and he's got to start all over again because it's over. The universe is an ending. Okay, he wanted it over, and now it's really over, and he don't like it. At this point, he's feeling despair. He's feeling that loss. Three of Wands. Now who's waiting? Now who's patiently waiting for their ships to come in? He wants you to come back. That's going to go on top of the universe card. Okay. Now you got to start from the beginning. The Three of Pentacles is mastering your craft, collaboration. You know, that could mean you got to leave all that behind. You could still be working with the same people or working on moving away from the people. With the Seven of Swords, they're moving in silence. You can't tell them your next move. Okay? Now you got to beat them at their own manipulation. Okay? You got to work on yourself. It's time to work on yourself now. You only got 3 pentacles. Okay? Because 2 of them pentacles was everybody else pitching in. So that takes you back down to a 3. You got work to do. There's a lot of 3s over here. Hold on. I blow my nose again. I don't know how kids let this shit run down their face. Like, that shit is irritating. All right, y'all. My apologies. Okay, what's next? Like, he's working. We see you needing to work on yourself. Why are you sitting there waiting for her to come back, or waiting for a sign from the universe? Or no, I'm waiting for a sign from God. 'Cause that Three of Wands is spiritual. It's like, it's teaching you patience. The Three of Wands is virtuous. It's about being patient, patiently waiting for your ships to come back around. Damn, he gotta wait on you now because your time is too short to share. And you ask him now, what ain't fair? So yeah, he lost one. See? Disappointed, bored. He want that cup back over them three pick-me energies. That they could all represent different things to fill a void of temporary fixes for emotional fulfillment. When the real fulfillment was the one he was trying to hold on to but not invest in. He want you. See how he's holding that cup? Like, none of this don't matter. It's not worth it no more. Okay, come back. Okay, come back. Oh, shit, that's what your ass get. Being rude. Chance. Took a chance, and this one to keep coming back out. You took a chance. They're heavily emphasizing what he ruled to be more relevant, and that same thing he deemed to be relevant is what he's stuck with now. That's why he's closer to that low vibrational, low frequency addictions, toxic behavior of any kind, a lot of emotional manipulation, a lot of people trying to trick him into marriage, trick him into having a baby, trick him out of his wealth, trick him out of his energy. Not that he has much left at this point, because you've been putting up with a lot of crap, trying to be everything to everybody. And I get that from the Seven of Cups too. It's like you lying to yourself and you lying to other people. Seven of Swords. And I feel like he's starting to wake up and smell the coffee. Nobody got time for that. You can't be Captain Saving everybody. You want to feel needed. You only attracted the people that need your help, that needs fixing, that needs repairing of some sort. Clearly, when he met you, you could have needed his support. Now you don't need his, so you done bossed up or wised up or just healed through something, and he has no interest in you. Go figure. But that's not all he got from you, and he knew that's not all. He don't just remember. He remembers less about what you needed him for initially, but that was just the catalyst for y'all to meet in his life. Introspection. That's the Hermit card. Okay. Seven of Wands. Why was I blocked off from this? Because you have to go in now and realize why you were blocking it. Why were you fighting this so much? You didn't value that opinion. You didn't value those facts. You didn't value that spiritual way of perceiving things. Now it's no sleep at night. Nine of Swords. This person with taking that journey within, it's very a lot of worrisome energy. Not sleeping, stressed out, a little worried, overthinking, over analytical. Told you he regretted. He regretted. Like that was a valuable thing. I lost a great thing. But he's not fighting for it yet because he's in that lack of lost energy. Now, you're not to step on, you're being advised, don't step on his neck, don't mock at it, don't tease him like, ha ha. Now, you see how I felt. That's low vibrational energy as well. This is not going to work out for you anyway. It's going to make him go the other way, okay? The good fight. The good fight is staying straight on that narrow path. You know, it's healing. You know, do that shadow work. Yeah, it hurt, but you have to push through it. You have to persevere with that Nine of Wands. Is there anything else this masculine wants to tell you? It's like now he's replaying through messages, previous conversations, old letters, any form of communication you once had. What was it that I missed? Now he's going back through all that stuff, and it's like, it kind of hurts to read it. If you remember Sex and the City, where she published her book and she flew to California, or she got on a train to California to see Big. because she wanted to get laid. That was her divine counterpart. He had left New York at that point. He went to Napa, California. They had dinner. He started talking about that book. It's like, I had no idea I hurt you so much. I gotta say, it was tough to read in print. Like it. He kept going back into the book, like chapter 3. He said, was I that big of an asshole about the key to my apartment? Was I that big of an asshole? She was like, no. He was like, well, what about right here? You know, he was like the city itself, cold, exhilarated, you know, exuberated and exhausting. He said, now, when have I ever been cold? She was like, you're not. You're very hot. You know, she's trying to convince him otherwise now because her book, she done went out there and told the truth, which is confirmation. You're going to end up writing a book about this experience with your counterpart. Or just is going to be in there in your book somehow, some way, incorporated in your life experience moving forward. I think I said that early in the video, to start writing a book. And he was like, when have I ever been cold? And she was like, you're not, you're hot. He was like, well, what about this part right here? Chapter 2, page such and such. And she was like, are you seeing someone else? He was like, no. And she was like, well, why are we not propelling this forward? He was like, I just don't want you to get into something we're both going to regret later. He was like, he said, according to this book, it's very clear that when it comes to me, you don't have good judgment. It was like, it was backfiring on her, like that she told the truth like that. But likewise, that same book earned her global success because she became big in Paris. Like, she blew up. It's something about going to Paris. I keep seeing it. I keep hearing it. Even reading a Josephine Baker story, going back to, who is it? Quincy Jones. Like, so many different artists went to Paris and blew the hell up, as opposed to being from the South and the United States and trying to make it big. You hustle and bustle so much harder over here to try to get that global success. And it's just, they treat you like a boy over here, no matter how successful you are. And that's what Quincy Jones was trying to tell Ray Charles in the movie. If you watch the Ray Charles movie, he was trying to tell him, over here, we somebody's damn boy, and we global stars. Over there, we the shit. We rock stars. Like, you can stay over here if you want to. There's something about that. And then, likewise, Sex and the City. Carrie's book, she started touring her book around in and out the United States. She blew up. Yep. So that's significant too. You write that book, you're going to make it over there into Paris. You're going to get advances on a book deal. You're going to be touring that book. You're going to be freaking busy, man. And it's going to be success. Queen of Wands. Ace of Swords. Okay? I can stop right there. Okay? Woman in business, all because of her spiritual evolution, her healing and her journey, that warrior attitude, that business savvy woman, that she's passionate, warm-hearted, empathic. Like, you're going through so many different elements, from the swords to the pentacles to the Queen of Cups. Now you're the Queen of Wands. You're going to end up being the Queen of Wands and the King of Cups, that dual, that balance of masculine and feminine energy. So you put the cups and the fire together. Those two elements have the ability to create and destroy. Okay, so your creative energy, you being that Queen of Cups, you done turned that into a balance of you being the Queen of Wands and you being the King of Cups. And that could be you being the Empress who operates in that balance, feminine, masculine, and that yin yang energy. Okay, but you definitely turned the page. You turned this whole experience, you turned the tables on somebody, because it's upside down now, because this person is a fucking victim. If I've never seen one, with the way these cards and this energy feels. And with the World card there, you can't convince this person it's not over. And this Five of Pentacles is the challenge to turn that Temperance card back upright. It's up to this person. It's up to this masculine to really get out his head and get out his feelings. That might have been you at one time. You know, the way he was playing games with you, like a player, which would be like the King of Cups in reverse. And you know what I mean. The King or Queen Cups, whatever. They all could be in reverse. Even the Emperor could have been in reverse. All right, y'all. Hold on. I got to blow my nose. I'm not finished talking, but I got to blow my nose. and you know better. You didn't send him love or nothing. You just stopped caring. It's like, I done deleted everything that reminds me of this person. I done deleted messages. At least if you didn't delete them, you hid them from yourself. Okay? You don't have his messages. You don't have his pictures. If you see that person's name, you see that person's birthday, you don't acknowledge any of it. Like, it's all about you now. And you better keep that same energy, because you done did so much work on yourself with that 7 of Pentacles. That's almost a 10. Whenever there's a 10, there's another opportunity. Next opportunity. You've been doing the work where you're fixated on the next opportunity. You being at the 7 of Pentacles is like planting seeds and waiting for them to come into fruition. Only the irony of that is you're not exactly waiting. You're putting the work in for yourself. You're creating that canvas for how you want it. You done got grounded. You done got focused. You done shift your attention off this motherfucker. Excuse me. He's not the worst person in the world, but you got that Queen of Wands attitude. This motherfucker must be psychotic if you think I'm going to sit here and in this lackluster, despair, victim ass mentality, because you don't want to see where we resonate. Okay? Because you're operating from the mind and I'm operating from the soul. I can see it. Okay, so what you did is take your soulful ass down the road somewhere to Europe and made it do what it do. That's for a lot of people, and that's 7 billion people I'm talking to. And shit, you better let them know. You got the 8 of Wands, the Sun, the 7 of Pentacles, leading to the Chariot. You done moved past it. You passed it now. You don't need no apology. You don't even need no explanation. It's done. Okay. He feels done because you feel like that. You're not there. You're pulling this energy towards hit the North Node. It's like, you're going to get there one way or another. I already know who you are. You know who I am. If you didn't know, now you know. I have to keep blowing my nose like that throughout the video. Sorry. When my children ain't screaming no more, now I'm blowing my nose. There's always something eccentric. That's why this video, that's why it's called Eccentric RockStar'Seed. There's always something quirky going on in these videos, but that's okay, because it's supposed to be authentic like that. You're supposed to get the message across in your own way, not like everybody else. But you are very close to achieving your goal with that 7 of Pentacles anyway. Okay, and luck is on your side with the Sagittarius. And leave behind the 10 of Swords is over. The worst of it is over. You can move, you can propel forward. Like, you ain't got to feel disrespected no more. You know that by now, you know that he's well aware of who you are and what you do, and he's got to watch and eat that shit while it's bitter, because you done took your cup of love back. This healing card, you done took it all back. What is he need it for if he's not trying to do the work? Okay, and your thorns is up. Your thorns can mean your sword is up, or that wand. Okay, you are a delicate flower, but that doesn't mean you all sweet and no backbone. That's what them thorns represent. Okay, you can give all the love and the healing. You took it back and put it in yourself, insert it in yourself, and it's just about you. It's going to always be about you, and don't forget it. Okay, feelings rise about how he's doing. You don't care how he's doing. You put it in God's hands. Let God deal with how he's doing. That's his job. That was never your job. That's where y'all mirrored each other. Y'all triggered each other. Playing God to each other. You can't heal somebody who ain't asked to be healed. Okay? Okay. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Until next time.